Hey guys, what's up? LeoHightower here, up on YouTube once again with another video game collection video. I wasn't originally planning on doing this, but since I had some free time before I actually tried to get back to doing my Let's Play of Mavericks 03, or trying to at least work on my Let's Play of Chronicles of a Dark Lord, Episode 1, Tides of Fate, I just decided, well, I got some free time, so why don't I show off my PlayStation 1 games and whatnot. I have a couple of PlayStation 1 games right here next to me on this desk right here, and of course I got my games that I have wrapped, I got inside of my Cowboys CD holder and everything. So I figured, why not show them off along with my memory cards and everything. I can't show off my PSOne or anything like that because my old PSOne broke a long time ago and I had to throw it away. And I don't have an old PSOne controller and everything, so I gotta do it all on PS2. You already saw my PS2 collection if you're familiar with something with this, so I think I'm not going to waste any more time. Let's just get into showing up my PS2, my PS1 games and everything, shall we? Oh, and by the way, this is a new headset right here. New headset microphone. I had to throw my old one away because it kept having sound distortions and problems and stuff like that, and a whole lot of static. So I'm not going to waste any more time. Let me show off my PS1 games and everything. This is another collection video, so here we go, guys. Oh, and yes, I do need to shave and everything. Yes.
Hey, plumber boy, mustache man, your worst nightmare has arrived.
Pack up your stuff. I got a little surprise for you here.
Check it out. What do you think about that? We got real-time, 3D, lush organic environments. How's that make you feel, buddy?
Feel a little like your days are numbered?
I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
You're hurting my elbow.
Is that Italian?
No, Bandicoot is an Australian name.
You left it on again, didn't you?
There are games, and then there's Tekken 3.
PlayStation.
Coming this fall, the most anticipated action-adventure of the year. A story of one man's struggle to save mankind from extermination and his quest to win the heart of the woman he loves. An epic so stunning your emotions will stir, your heart will race, and your thumbs will be really, really sore. Final Fantasy VIII coming to a home theater near you.
PlayStation.
I think it's time that I show off my PS1 games that I got right here. I got my Cowboys carrying case right here, which has all my PS1 games in it. And of course, my PS1 memory cards and all the other stuff right here. I'm going to have to flip the video around so you guys will see it in proper perspective, so hang on a sec. There we go. Lo and behold, this Cowboys CD holder contains all the PS1 games I have that don't have cases anymore. The reason for that is because I had to throw most of them away because they were either broken or worn out and everything. Anyway, let me open it up and show you what I got right here. First up, of course, is one of my personal favorites on PS1. This is the greatest hits version. Ape Escape right here. This is the instruction booklet. Front, the back, and here's the game disc right here. The reason I don't have the case for this anymore is because it fell down off of my counter back in my mom's house a couple of times and it got cracked badly, so I had to throw the case away and put it inside the CD holder. Good game from beginning to end, although I wish Sony Computer Entertainment America would remake the first Ape Escape game, you know, give it 3D graph, give it a little bit more, you know, just remake it and everything. Anyway, let me put that back in there and move on to the next game. There are some games in here that are missing, but I'll explain those when I get a chance. Next up is Crash Bandicoot Warped. That's the front of the game, and the back of the game. And of course, here's the game disc. It's still in good condition after all these years, and I'm amazed actually. Here's the front of it, of course. Alright, moving on. Next up is considered a cult classic among many by Squaresoft, Final Fantasy Tactics. I got this for Christmas of late '99, I think, and it was my mom who originally got me this game. I still can't believe she got me this game, because I'm like, wow. My sister loves this game to death, and it's the greatest. And this is the greatest hits version right here. Here's the game disc right here. The game disc is still in great condition. Everything. Excuse the glare off of the light. I wish I could show you the back of these discs, but I don't think they'll show up properly or anything like that. Next up is another Final Fantasy game, Final Fantasy Origins, which contains the original Final Fantasy and, of course, Final Fantasy II. Not to be confused with Final Fantasy IV. That's the front of the instruction booklet. There's the back of it. And, of course, here's the game disc right here. Right there. This game disc and I have been together for quite some time, actually. And the reason for that is because of, well, I got this game originally as a Christmas gift one time. I just happened to be browsing and I saw it on sale. I didn't even know about this game until then. And that's when I figured out about the first Final Fantasy games, number 1 and number 2. The game has a small scratch right there on it from when it fell out of my hand one time when I was getting it out of the case, because the case was all broken and everything, and it kind of scratched up against this one piece of metal and everything. But the game still works and everything like that. It's not in bad shape or anything. When I have games and stuff like that, I do a good job of taking care of everything, unlike some of my other family members who I'm not going to talk about or anything. Anyway, moving on. Next up is, well, this one's a bit of a rare gem, in my opinion, but it's good. Oops, I dropped my instruction booklet. There we go. It's Gundam Battle Assault 2. Excuse the gleam of the light. And this is basically a 2D fighter game featuring various Gundams and mobile suits throughout the Gundam series, like Wing Zero, Burning Gundam, Deathscythe, you name it, basically. It's a good game and everything, and 2-player mode is fun and everything like that, but you can't feel it but getting a wee bit bored after a while. I know I did. Anyway, gonna continue on. Next up is one of my first PlayStation games I got back then. Megaman 8, the Anniversary Collection Edition, and also included inside is the Megaman Anthology booklet, which in my opinion is a bit of a rip-off if you want my honest opinion. The Saturn version has Woodman and Cutman as fightable bosses. I don't know why the PS1 version got shipped, but yeah. Here's the instructor booklet with the blue bomber on it and everything. See that beautiful rainbow glow off of it because of the light and everything. The game still works despite how it looks and everything. I've had this game since it first came out on PS1. It's still good and everything. I prefer this version over the Mega Man Anniversary collectors. I mean the Mega Man Anniversary version, because the bosses' voices are all sped up and everything. I didn't like that. I practically have all the Mega Man games on PS1 except for maybe the Mega Man Battle and Chase game. But moving on anyway, next up is one of my favorites, and Mega Man Legends. This isn't the greatest hits version, but still, you know what I mean. Just front of the instruction booklet. The back of it showing Breath of Fire 3. Excuse me, I'm sorry. And here's the game disc. Believe it or not, this game disc is actually still brand new considering and everything. There are no scratches on the back of it or anything. The game is still in good condition because one of my old copies got a bunch of scratches on it, and one time my mom accidentally bought me this game, and I just decided to keep it regardless. I still play it to this day. It's fun to play through as Mega Man Walnut, exploring Cadillacs Island. Next up is the sequel, Mega Man Legends 2. There's the front of the instruction booklet, and of course the back of it, which shows off Capcom Edge and everything with the different points and everything. And of course the instruction booklet, which shows off a bit of Bonne on it. Game is still in good condition. Very good condition, I might add. Good sequel. But whatever. The only game that's not included in this is Misadventures of Tron Bonne, which unfortunately sucks. I rented Misadventures of Tron Bonne one time, but I never found it. I'd probably have to pay an arm and a leg in order to get it. Next up is Megaman X4, considered one of the best Mega Man X games of all time, especially on PSOne. Front and the back of the instruction booklet. And of course the game disc. I found this game again. My old game disc got pretty badly scratched up to the point to where it couldn't read properly, and I had to throw my old copy away. But this one right here is in good working condition right here, because I got it from CDs and More out here where I live in Longview and everything, and it works just fine and everything. I still play it, but if you want my honest opinion, I probably just play the Mega Man X collection version of it, since it's basically just the same game and everything. I don't really bother to play the PS1 versions of the Mega Man X games anymore, since they're on since they're basically the same game on Mega Man X collection. Anyway, moving on is Mega Man X5, which is a bit of a bittersweet of the X series. There's the front of the instruction booklet and the back of it and everything. And of course here's the CD. You see right there. I do have a little bit of a like for Mega Man X5, but not so much considering how the game acts and everything. One thing I didn't like was, why the heck did you bother giving us Zero Z-Buster again when all he does is shoot one small blast and that's it? That was major trolling back then. I think Capcom was really starting to not like working on Mega Man X in a way, and it was supposed to be the final game in the series, but unfortunately this game had to come out. Mega Man X6, and I freaking hate this game. Seriously, you have no idea. Just front of it, back of the instruction booklet. 1 year in development, and they released this game. I don't even think they play tested it to find out some of the errors and stuff like that they made with it, like typos and grammar errors and everything. Sucks. I think even Clement will tell you pretty much that he hates Mega Man X6. In fact, where's that clip? Here's Clement telling you that he hates the Mega Man X6 clip. Oh, and I hope that Clement doesn't mind that I use this clip and everything like that from one of his videos and everything. Clement, if you're watching this or anything like that, I hope you don't mind that I use this clip and everything like that. I'm not trying to steal any of your work or anything like that. But in order to say exactly how bad X6 sucks, I gotta show it. I gotta. So I hope you don't mind, man.
Hey. Aloha. I am the great Clement, and I'm not in a good mood. This game had barely a year worth of development. It could have just taken a day to put in English voice actors. They can't get English voice actors for this? Jesus. There is no one else is left to... Jesus. Grammatical errors. They're not out of place in X6, where they're everywhere. X swings it so freaking slow. I wish he swung it so much faster. I would think that because of how slowly he's swinging it, he would be stronger than Zero. I hate this game. The nightmare enemies are in every level, and they are tedious to fight because it takes so many hits to bring them down, and you need their juice to level up and whatnot. And look, I can't see where I'm going. Oh, spikes. I hate this game. I don't get what causes what to happen. I think it's completely random, because even the guides I've found on GameFAQs, I can't find a similar process. There is no fucking scripted event. Everything I do is random. It's retarded. I hid myself while I tried to repair myself. What? What does that even mean? I hid myself while I tried to repair myself. He was a fucking torso! This is retarded! There is nothing more retarded than this. God, I hate this fucking game! I hate this game. Now, if you remember my X6 preview video, I did this level. And I was dying a lot. Imagine that, only in total darkness. I went to this particular area this time. If I replay the level and go through the first totem pole again, I'll go through a different area. I have no idea which area I'm going to end up in. I could have got the Dr. Light capsule, I could have seen the alternate pathway during this run, but the randomized levels decided I shouldn't see the Dr. Light capsule or the random path. So I'm going to have to replay the game again, or replay the stage again, just to find all that shit. And that's just tedious, man. Like, I hate randomized stuff. Don't randomize my game. I don't like having a game of chance when I'm playing a platformer. Now, you notice the space wasn't red, right? The space wasn't red. So, why the hell am I being followed by these X-copy clone things? I hate this game. Megaman X? He can't. There's the dick. If you took the time to stop and try and attack that nightmare, the thing would crush you and you would die. That is a dick move, X6. Don't put enemies in the middle of a hallway I'm trying to run through. Jesus.
Anyway, moving on from that, here's the front of the disc, which shows off Zero in the background and everything. Oh yeah, and another thing, Nightmare Zero sucks badly. Seriously, what a waste of a good enemy. Freaking hate this thing. Here we go. Next up is one of my personal favorites from the PS when I first got my PS1 back then, thanks to my sister Cassandra, a healthy recommendation. Tail Concerto! I freaking love this game so much, but my copy is badly scarred, unfortunately. It'll play, but it'll freeze and skip on various points, which I hate. I gotta see if I can find another copy somewhere online. I'd be happy to pay just about anything for it. And of course, here's the disc and everything. I freaking love this game. I love it. Anyway, moving on from that is... basically, this is my sister's game, but she kind of gave it to me and everything. Star Ocean, The Second Story. Alright, basically. This is Disc 1, and here is Disc 2 right here. Yeah. Considered possibly one of the best RPGs on PS1 that you can play besides Final Fantasy. It's a rare gem in my honest opinion. It's a good game. Even though I had the game basically on PSP, I still play this one every once in a while just for the hell of it. It's a good game. Star Ocean 2, Second Story. You don't believe me? Play this game. You'll love it. Trust me. Next up is, and finally the last couple of few games right here is Wild Arms Disc 1 and Wild Arms Disc 2. I have yet to get back to this game, unfortunately, because I took a break from it after a good while. I played over a full week of the game and everything, and I decided to stop. And last but not least in the pouch is one of my personal favorites from the creators of Parappa the Rapper, Unjammerlamy. Wouldn't it be awesome if Sony Computer Entertainment America and Nana Onsha redid this game and you could play it with the Guitar Hero guitar and everything like that, or the Rock Band guitar? That would kick ass. Excuse me. Peanuts. But anyway, those are the games in the Cowboys CD holder. Now I'm going to move on to the games that still have cases and everything. Alrighty, now we move on to the PS1 games that actually have cases. Alright, first up is one of my personal favorite games of all time for the PlayStation. The case may look different, though. It's Metal Gear Solid, the first Metal Gear Solid game. The reason why the case looks this way is because this is part of the Essentials collection, the Metal Gear Solid Essentials collection. There's the front of it, there's the back of it, with the Hideo Kojima emblem. There's the instruction booklet and the disc 1 right there, and behind it is disc 2. Both discs are in perfect working condition and everything. And right here is my personal favorite RPG series of all time. This is one of the first games I managed to get on PS1. Well, one of the first RPG games I managed to get on PS1, Final Fantasy Anthology, and this is the greatest hits version right here. Basically, Final Fantasy V, which wasn't released in the US until much later on, and Final Fantasy VI, aka Final Fantasy III, as we know it on Super Nintendo. There's the front. That was the front of it, and here's the back of it right here. Excuse the cracks on the case. It's been dropped a couple of times, and I don't have the instructor booklet for it anymore, sadly. But, here you go. Here's Final Fantasy V's disc. And here's Final Fantasy VI's disc. Sorry if it's upside down. I always come back to it every once in a while, just because I love Final Fantasy, the classics basically. Here's one that I found recently when I visited CDs and More. It's a nice replacement for Bust a Move 99, which I lost. Bust a Move 4. Skews the gleam off of the computer screen. It's fun, and it's addicting. I love Bust a Move very much. That was the front of it. Now here's the back of it. And of course, here's the instruction booklet, and of course the game disc. Excuse me, I seem to be reverberating a lot. I guess it's because of the peanuts I ate earlier. Anyway, next up is my personal favorite, which I got for Christmas back then when I first got my first Korn album back in early 2000. It is Final Fantasy Chronicles, and this right here is the greatest hits version right here. Basically, Final Fantasy IV and Chrono Trigger rolled onto 2 discs. An awesome combination, worth having. Only Final Fantasy IV has CGI cutscenes, new magic, monsters, items, and added features in it that the original, aka Final Fantasy II on Super Nintendo, didn't have and whatnot. Also included is Chrono Trigger, which has animated cutscenes and a few extras added onto it. That was the front. Here's the back of it right here. And of course, I still have the instruction booklet for this one, thank God. Here's Final Fantasy IV's disc, the instruction booklet, and here's Chrono Trigger right here, a cult classic. The Chrono Bus, I wish it was still rolling. Excuse me, gotta pick this up. Wish the Chrono Bus was still rolling and everything. My sister Alicia borrows this game like crazy whenever she gets a chance. Next up is one of the greatest fighting games of all time for PSOne. I got number 3. My dad had number 2. Tekken 3. And this is the greatest hits version. I got this one for the beginning of 2000. Basically, it was a Christmas gift. Excuse some of the cracks on it and everything. The case has been through a lot lately. That was the front of it. Here's the back of it, of course. And here's the instruction booklet, of course. And of course the game disc. Excuse me if it's upside down. The game disc is in great working condition and everything. I do a good job when I take care of my games. And this one right here is a cult classic among any RPG fan. If you have not played this RPG, you need to. This is another greatest hits, and this was a gift from my sister when she came back from California one time, if I remember correctly. Xenogears. Excuse the gleam. This is the greatest hits version of Xenogears. This is possibly one of the greatest RPGs of all time, although Disc 2 feels a bit, well, I don't know what, I can't think of the words to exactly explain it, but Disc 2 feels a little, Anyway, that was the front of the case. There's the back of it. An awesome RPG from beginning to end. You will enjoy this game. I suggest you find a copy of this game and you play it, even if you have to emulate it. That was the front and back of the disc. Anyway, here's the instruction booklet in disc 1 right here. And here's disc 2. Great RPG from beginning to end. Next up is a rare gem for PS1 if you can find it anywhere, based on the hit anime series, Inuyasha, A Feudal Fairy Tale. A decent 2D fighter game with Inuyasha and the gang. The only downside to it is it only has Japanese voiceovers, unfortunately. Still, it's a decent game. Feudal Combat is a nice game too. And right here, of course, is my copy of Crash Bandicoot 2, Cortex Strikes Back, and this is the greatest hits version. I found this on sale one day at Walmart when they still had PS1 games on sale, and I had to get it to replace my old copy, which got all scratched up and everything. Front of it, back of it, if you can see it that good, and the instruction booklet, of course. And of course the game disc, which shows Cortex. Neo Cortex on the front of it. And last but not least on the list is, excuse the way the case looks, it was used as a coaster one time, is Wipeout 3. This was also a Christmas gift I got back in this was a Christmas gift in 1999. I was happy to have found this and grabbed it when I got the chance, because a lot of PS1 games were leaving CDs and more at that time. There's the front of it. There's the back of it. And of course here's the instruction booklet. And of course the game disc. You can even listen to the music off in the game if you plug it into a CD player and you play it. Excuse the way the disc looks, case looks, it's been through a lot and everything. And now for the memory cards and whatnot. Memory card 1, red. One of my first memory cards. Memory card 2, blue. Memory card number 3, which came with a big bundle pack my sister got, and she gave me one because I needed another one. Memory card 4, which is one of the regular white memory cards you usually get. Memory card 5, which is another green one of my personal favorites. I keep a lot of RPGs and stuff on there. The blue Pelican memory card, which my brother used to have. And last but not least, the Mad Catz memory card. This memory card right here has a bunch of Xenogears data on it, because I spent so much time playing Xenogears back then when I first got it, even during school nights and whatnot. I didn't care. I was addicted to Xenogears. It's amazing. Most of my games, most of the data on the memory cards consist of Mega Man Legends data, Mega Man Legends 2, Mega Man X, Mega Man X4, 5, 6, Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy 4 data, you name it, basically. But basically, oh yeah, one more thing I forgot to show off is, of course, this. I was lucky to get this from Walmart back then for a birthday present because they were selling out fast. An Action Replay, or Game Shark, for PS1. I was lucky to have grabbed this thing when I got the chance. And I can still get codes to go onto it and everything like that if I need to cheat on some of my games, or I just want to go through it like super fast. But basically, those are all my PS1 games and everything like that. If you guys have any PS1 games or anything like that you want to share with me on this video, go ahead and leave a comment at the bottom of the screen and everything like that. I'm not going to end the video in any specific way or anything like that, like give a big special ending or anything. I'm just going to end it like this, basically. So I'm going to end the video right here and everything. I'll see you guys next time with part 2 of my project cancellation video, which will be coming up very soon. And please keep an eye out for my Let's Play of Chronicles of a Dark Lord Episode 1, Tides of Fate, which will be coming up very soon. It's taking a little bit longer than expected to edit this video, edit out the videos and everything, but I'll show you. But you'll see it eventually. Just keep your eyes peeled for it. Anyway, this is Leo Hightower, and I'm going to be signing out for the night and everything. I'm probably going to go to bed. Peace out, guys. See ya.